All right, so today Jan is here to show you another troubleshooting step for taking care of your C1000 brush. So go ahead, Jan.
Yeah, a couple days ago we came across several problems with the jet pins and the filters inside. So I think it would be good lesson today to show you what kind of problems you might be dealing while you are cleaning or actually servicing your brush. So I will actually, first of all, I will show you how to remove the filter. Some of you already know it, but I want to do it again. I want to show you actually what I'm doing in the kind of field conditions, okay? Because that stuff always or almost always happens while you are cleaning out. So you don't have your workshop. So this is my workbench. So the back tail of my Chevy 2500. So you need only a few tools and the knowledge. And I'm gonna give you that knowledge today. So first of all, I would like to start with a filter, which seems to me it's kind of causing problems of this brush. Was working fine, you know, as you see the tranny spins really freely, but the brush is kind of slow. So I'm gonna open the filter and see what's going on, and then I'm gonna show you some tricks how to actually do it in the field conditions. Okay, so here we go. So
Where do they get that tool, Jan?
so this tool you get actually, this tool and that tool you'll get in the binder actually. You'll find in the box with each C1000, C800, 600 brushes. So this is provided by the manufacturer. So I think this is 2.5 millimeter, and this is 8 millimeter screwdriver. Okay, to pull the filter. So as I'm always saying, always whenever you are servicing your brush, make sure that you will be pointing down. So because most likely you will have some kind of debris, sand, biological debris inside. So I like to actually do it like that, you know, put it right here and service it like that. So this way I'm making sure, you know, whatever that filter is holding will go down, because the gravity will obviously help you. So let's see how bad or good the filter is inside of my brush. So here we go. So you see it's pretty much messed up. So that's the little mesh right here on it, and I see some kind of problem right here. So I'm gonna put it back where it belongs to. Yeah. So that's the filter. Let me put it right here, so you can clearly see, you know. So how, yeah. So
Can they buy those if they need them
yes,
also?
absolutely. You can buy extra filter. I can actually show you how the new one's supposed to look like. Yeah. So that's the new filter, you know. So it's always good to have a couple extras in your truck.
They get lost in the field sometimes.
Yeah, and here you see actually the jet pin. So right here there's a little description saying basically that this is actually 1.1 millimeter opening right here. This is the fine opening where the water is shooting the turbine inside of the transmission. And also here is another information. It's 7 liters per minute, which is approximately a little bit less than 2 gallons per minute. So this is a jet pin. We also have a 9 liter for areas where the panels are really dirty and you need more water. So yeah, anyway, so that's how the jet pin looks like. Now I'm gonna clean my my filter. So what I'm using, I'm piercing a little bit this bottle of the water right here. I pierced it like that, okay, and I'm gonna clean it right here. See, it's coming back to the life. And also I'm gonna clean my brush, which is, you know, see, like that. And look how much sand I've got a from that thing, that everything was inside, everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right here. So I'm gonna rinse it again. Yeah, it was really messed up. Okay, now, so, and to make sure that my jet pin is really in the good shape, what I'm going to do, I'm going to blow air through it to make sure nothing is actually blocking my jet pin. So I can actually feel that the air is going clearly through. So this brush is ready to be put together. So I cannot just believe it. Look at that one more time. I can show you right here. You know, this is unbelievable. I have to admit, I haven't been cleaning my filter more than 2 weeks, and that's what happens. And I'm super careful when I'm putting the hoses back together. But this is quite a little sand beach over there. So anyway, so I'm gonna put it back. My filter is right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's it. So I'm gonna put it back where it belongs to. So again, I'm gonna put it like that.
Hand tighten, is that
I'm using
correct?
obviously the tool provided by the manufacturer. However, you know, just like that. That's it. Nothing dramatic. Don't do it too much because you know, that filter might get stuck, and that might be a little bit problematic. So that has been serviced. Later I can put my gooseneck. But I'm gonna service another brush because one customer cleaned the filter and is still having a problem. So so I'm gonna put it aside. So here, this customer, he actually he cleaned the filter and he cleaned the filter and everything was kind of okay, but he didn't check that little opening right here. You know, he didn't check it. And sometimes if you don't pay attention and you are taking the filter out, so you might actually you might cause that some debris goes inside of this chamber and literally clog, you know, this little thing. So that one is nicely clean because it's new one, but I have a suspicion that this one is actually completely clogged because I'm not able to actually blow the air through. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this tool, and here is a little screw which is actually securing, you know, this pin. So I'm gonna make it really quickly.
So it's the 5th opening on the
Yes.
neck and the small one, correct?
Yeah, right here. So I'm gonna put a that screw right here, and now I'm gonna use a gooseneck. I'm gonna reconnect with a gooseneck like that, and I'm gonna pull it out. Okay, so now I pull it out. So that's my pin is free right now, so I can work with it. It's always good to put a little bit of grease right here. And now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna remove the filter. And like I said, the customer serviced the filter, so it should be super clean. Okay, so that's a good filter to me. So I'm gonna put it right here, and now I'm gonna see kind of through, and I cannot see through. So that's the first sign there is something inside of that little chamber right here. What you see, this little chamber is actually clogged. So that means the water doesn't go through, or maybe just portion of the water goes through. So, but that's not enough, you know, to power the brush. So I'm going to use this tiny tool, okay, and I'm trying to push it through. But that's the only way to push it is this way, okay. And here is some stuff which got inside of the so it's very tiny sand which got inside. So here is the washer, you know, so you can see the stuff, and here is a dime to compare actually what kind of tiny problem caused actually complete clogging of this jet.
So what will happen with your brush if your jet is clogged?
Well,
What are the symptoms?
Obviously, all what it takes is one single grain of sand might be blocking, you know, this tiny opening, and like I said, it's a 1.1 millimeter. Okay, it's kind of quite impressive that 2 gallons per minute can go through this opening.
So,
So
if your brush is spinning
so if my
slow,
brush is
or
spinning slow or not at all, and you know, I have a pressure from the pressure washer, my lines are clean, I feel pressure on my valve, and I'm getting good flow, and yet the brush is not spinning. So that might be the problem, that you have a little sand right here in this chamber. And like I said, so this tool and your knowledge and the skill can solve the problem very quickly and very immediately. So to me this is clean. I can see through actually. So yeah, so it's perfect. I'm gonna put a filter back together like that. Now I'm going to reconnect the gooseneck with the jet pin right here like that, and I'm gonna put it back in the head. Okay, make sure it's all way through. It clicks perfectly. So now it is sitting in the position where I need it. So I'm gonna put a screw back right here, and you see it didn't take more than 5 minutes, you know, to service your brush, your pin actually, if you know what you are doing. So
do you have to take the rolls off like the one you have?
no, you don't have to. This head has been serviced. We were servicing the transmission. You may actually see the O-rings are missing here, so you don't have to do it. So I can actually, what you have to take off is definitely that, or maybe no,
Splash guard?
no, just the splash guard. Yeah, maybe splash guard. Just service it. You know. So look, you don't have to actually take off this cover. You know, that stays. You know, it's held by four screws and bolts and nuts right here, but here is one screw which goes right here is different. It's like I said, it's 2.5 millimeter, and make sure you put it back all the way through right now. So that actually, that screw was actually securing my pin right here. So, and that means, you know, my pin will not go from the chamber. So that's pretty much it. So like I said, see a little problem right here, but it was causing monster problems. So again, so like I said, check the filters on the weekly basis. I'm saying every Friday when you are done, when you are back in the workshop, check your filter. And when you have some serious problem, and you still you are not able to, the brush doesn't spin like I said earlier. So basically you just blow through, and you can actually hear it and you can actually feel it as the air is going through. So if the air goes through, that means, you know, the way is clear and there is nothing blocking, you know, the water. But if there is some kind of resistance, might be even portion one, so that means there is something in that little chamber like I showed you earlier. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for your attention, and see you next time.
And we have all these parts available for purchase at our
Exactly.
website, solarcleantex.com.
Yes, you can order a couple of those filters. You can actually order those jet pins as well. If you need a more water, obviously we have one which is letting 9 liter per minute through. So standard is 7, so 9 liter. That's a little bit more than 2 gallons. Okay, so here we go.